What's up with my peoples? How y'all feeling out there today? Just cooling on this Super Bowl Sunday. You know what I mean? Once again, I'm your host, Bitch Sway, and I want to welcome everybody to the video and thank everybody for tuning in to the channel. When you get a chance, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit the little bell on the side, you know what I'm saying, so you'll get a notification every time I drop a video. In the near future, I got merch coming, you know what I'm saying, from the Brain Rinse Podcast. I'm gonna have hats, t-shirts, hoodies, things of that nature right there, skull caps, whatever. But I have what I went and did was I went and took a survey. So I asked 10 different women that if they were to go on a date with another guy and they went to meet him and he arrived at the date, if he was cross-dressing, would they still go on the date with him? But I only posted 5 because I had like 8 of them, you know what I'm saying? But the goal was for me to do 10, but the other ones, I tend to see that they was a little bit up in age, but I wanted to mostly do like modern day women. So here's the results of what it was when I asked the women. Check it out. So if you met a man and y'all was going on a date and he showed up to the date cross-dressed and had women's clothing on, would you still go on a date with him?
Absolutely not.
Okay, all right, thank you. So if you had a date with a man and y'all went on a date and y'all showed up and he was cross-dressed like a woman, would you still go on the date with him?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Not at all.
If you met a man on a date, whatever, and you went on a date and you went and met him on a date and he was cross-dressed and dressed like a woman, would you still go on a date with him?
Yeah, depending on how he acts and if he treats me correctly.
Okay. How you doing? So if you had a date with a guy and y'all went on a date and he showed up and he was dressed up like a woman, would you still go on the date with him?
Yeah, we can still go on a date, but we're going as friends. Like,
Okay. Met a guy and y'all was going and you liked him or whatever. If y'all went on a date with him and you met up with him and he was cross-dressing like a woman, would you still go on a date with him?
Yeah, because I'm pansexual and like.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I like
that's
people
fine.
for what's inside.
That's fine. No, okay, that's fine.
First.
That's fine. Okay, now, this is just my thing right here. The point that I'm getting at about the whole thing is, I understand people have their preferences of what they want, but the answer for every woman should be no. Fuck no. Is cross-dressing for a man, is it considered fashionable in the society that we live in? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I just see too much of this shit nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And it's beginning to look like it's a thing of just normal fashion for a fucking man to be out here cross-dressing. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, I was looking at this interview the other day, and I don't want to talk about anybody. I don't want to talk bad about nobody. I really don't. But it just seemed like even rap culture, I come from hip hop. The way I walk, the way I talk, the way I dress, everything has something to do with me coming from the projects, poverty-stricken neighborhoods, and, listening to hip-hop music. I believe that's what shapes a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? But at some point in your life, you gotta be a fucking adult. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to wake up one day, listen to a couple of mentors tell me, and it's just, that shit just ain't fucking cool. It ain't cool for us to be walking around this motherfucker with our fingernails and shit painted, wearing women's clothing. Like, what? And see, it comes from a lot of this shit comes from, you got to think and go down to the smallest degrees of this shit. It even comes from some of the television shows that we watch, you know, shit like Martin, you know what I'm saying, to where it's funny and it's motherfucking acceptable for men to wear dresses and clothing and shit. Like, look at this clip right here for Deion Sanders. And like I say, I ain't trying to talk bad about them people. Just look at this motherfucking clip right here of Deion Sanders. Check this out. Now I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Then you got LL Cool J and Justin Timberlake sitting right there, just laughing at this shit. Like this shit normal or something. Do you know that a fucking young child would see this shit? A young child would see this shit and actually think that it's okay to do shit like this. And you know what? I want to give a special shout out to my dad. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like I was, you know, young growing up without a father. Like I hadn't seen my dad for like damn near 30 motherfucking years before, you know, we moved away from him. But when I was a young kid, my dad, like he would beat the shit out me if he caught me trying to watch Michael Jackson. You understand what I'm saying? So let's go into our an adult carnal mindset. Like I used to say to myself, like this nigga here is some bullshit. Like this man just literally whooped the shit out of me for watching Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And just think like as a woman or even as another adult, you know, you probably would agree with what was going on too. Like my daddy used to, I caught at least a good 4-5 nice ass whippings from my dad for trying to watch Michael Jackson. But see, when he told me not to fucking watch this, man, he explained this shit to me. I don't want you watching this shit. The man is a whatever. He used the Q word. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want you watching this shit. If I catch you watching this shit again, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm sneaking. I remember one time I had a fucking glove, the glove that he wear, and he beat my ass. But even as a woman or just any other adult, you would think to yourself, like, that's a mean motherfucker right there. Like, he's mean. Like, he was overly abusive. He's doing too much. That's child abuse and shit like this. But this is what you have to understand. He's a fucking man. And like he said, I don't know if you was younger enough to where your mind and your brain isn't developed, if you're gonna be influenced to start doing this shit yourself. So it's my responsibility as your dad to make sure that you ain't doing this shit. And you know what I tell my dad nowadays? I tell my dad, look, I thank him for that. I thank him for that. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I said, who the fuck want to imagine in their mind that their young son is gonna turn out to be gay or whatever? But you know, like I say, I don't have anything against gay people and all of that. But if I don't want that shit around me, I can feel that way. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If I don't want that shit around me, then I don't have to deal with that shit. And ain't nobody finna tell me, oh, you're homophobic. I used to have an ex-girlfriend. You're a homophobic, bitch. Don't make it look like something is wrong with me just because I don't want that shit around me. I have that right and I have that option. So miss me with the bullshit. But like I said, even look at this shit right here. Look at that. I don't even know who the fuck this dude is. And from what the YouTube video that I saw, the dude, he seemed like a reputable nigga from wherever the fuck he was, Detroit or wherever, somewhere. I'm wrong, I could be wrong. But look at this clown ass nigga in this interview. And it's like, nigga, do you got kids, bro? Do you got kids? I'm a loop this motherfucker a couple times, just because I didn't even get the whole interview. But look at this clown ass nigga. Look at him.
I'm famous. I'm famous. Nobody know where I'm from. I'm famous. I'm famous.
Did you see that shit? Like, bruh, I don't know if you fucking, I don't know if you, just forget it. Cause sometimes, man, I be looking at these niggas like, bruh, like, what the fuck is you niggas doing? Like them short, like these niggas be wearing fucking belly dancing t-shirts and shit where you can see these nigga belly buttons and shit, man. Like, what's going on with you niggas, man? Like, just forget it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into too depth to this shit, man, because I don't want to offend nobody or whatever, but I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't think that a grown-ass man should be approving of a young man out there cross-dressing. Fuck what you other niggas is talking about. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, you know, it's neither here nor there. But I just don't feel like we as men, if you fucking 30 and up, 35 and up, give or take, you should not be running around this motherfucker encouraging young men to cross-dress or even thinking that that shit is cool in any type of way, because it's not. It's fucking not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. You know what I'm saying? This your boy Swade with another video. Like I say, I'm finna get on this shit. Y'all know how the casualties of life be, so check out the previous videos, you know what I'm saying, that I done posted. So I'm up out of here. One.